New tonight, a special KCRA 3 report. Teens smoking pot without any signs, no smell, and virtually no way for anyone to know that they're breaking the law. KCRA 3's Claire Dewan shows us how easy this secret high is and why police say parents should be alarmed.
In January, an explosion ripped through this Rancho Cordova complex.
The whole building had to be evacuated and rendered basically dangerous.
Deputies say a drug lab was set up in the bathroom to make a more potent form of marijuana known as hash oil, honey oil, dabs, or earwax. But what's now getting the attention of law enforcement is how teenagers are ingesting this pot.
It doesn't really have that big of a smell to it. And obviously, if you're just holding it in or whatever, then there's no way. People just don't know. Like, you can do it in plain as day and no one will really notice.
That's because this teen, who doesn't want to be identified, was smoking e-cigarettes, also known as vape pens or trippy sticks, and using the homemade hash oil he got from friends.
And then it got to a point where people were making it a lot more, and then you were dabbing a lot more in a bigger quantity.
What's concerning isn't just how much these e-cigarettes resemble pens, but also how easy it is to fill these cartridges with hash oil.
And this is how it is with adolescent culture of drug use. They're always creating something new that is under the radar. New terms, new slang, new ways of using it.
With a new, more potent form of pot, laced with as much as 75% THC, the chemical that induces the high.
We don't know who's going to have a psychotic break. We just know that there's a lot of it going on. Patients are smoking it and then losing control. They're hearing things, they're seeing things. They actually go to their caregivers and say, I think I'm going crazy, I need help.
Police worry this trend will increase the demand for homemade dabs, leading to more explosions. Yet catching users is nearly impossible.
It's completely odorous. It wouldn't have the odor that normally would alert me as a law enforcement officer that there's marijuana in that cigarette.
Minors cannot buy these e-cigarettes at places like Walgreens or head shops where they're sold, but they're easy to get online. That's why Assemblymember Roger Dickinson introduced a bill. It bans the internet sales of e-cigarettes and tobacco products to Californians.
It makes sense to me to try to do what we can to protect our young people and make sure that they don't get introduced to this habit, this addiction.
An addiction this teen is still trying to kick.
And it just becomes a regular occurrence so much that you just kind of need to know when to stop.
In Sacramento, Claire Dewan, KCRA 3 News.
A recent